Welcome back to Kimchi Rednecks. Christy's back with us. We're in the kitchen today.
Yeah.
So Christy was really wanting, after I showed her some pictures of things that I've made, the carrot cake cheesecake just kind of hit her.
I mean, there's a big old bowl of carrots here.
And we've been saying, Chuck and I have been saying, we wanted to see how Korean carrots do because they're so much better than American carrots. Sorry, America. The carrots here are amazing. So we wanted to see what they tasted like in different things. So why not carrot cake cheesecake?
I mean, carrot cake alone, cheesecake alone, and then you mix the two.
It's pretty epic. So basically what this ends up being is you're going to make two cakes, the carrot cakes, two sides basically, and then you make a cheesecake with no crust to go on the inside. And then of course, you cannot have carrot cake without that cream cheese frosting. So we're going to start with our layer that goes in here first. And this is Christy's first time making cheesecake, so I'm going to lead her along.
Yes.
And
this is actually my first time ever using a KitchenAid too, so
this is going to be real exciting. It's going to be real exciting. Our very first thing that we're going to start with is putting our cream cheese in there. And so you're just going to empty them, take it, open both of them, all three of them. And then I usually just scrape the insides of that to get all of my cream, because I don't want to miss any cream cheese. So it is 3 cream cheese. So 3 of your 8-ounce cream cheeses, 1 cup of sugar, a half a cup of sour cream, and 3 eggs.
I was about to say, I'm off to a great start if I can't even get the cream cheese opened.
Oh, come on, Christy. You can do this. Our oven is preheated to 350, which I'm going to go check on and make sure it doesn't turn off on us.
It's going to be so good. I don't know that I've actually ever had a homemade cheesecake. Well, okay, every cheesecake is probably homemade because somebody made it, but
not one that you have had a part in making.
Exactly. Well,
or that someone made for you.
Exactly.
So,
when I feel like cheesecake is one of those things because it is so delicate that it's kind of intimidating to make. I'm telling you what's intimidating is opening these packets. So the pressure is on.
Here's a secret that not a lot of people know. I actually hated cheesecake. I didn't want to eat it, didn't want to touch it, didn't want anything to do with it.
Some things have changed.
When I was originally in college. So I made my first cheesecake not ever having tasted a cheesecake ever.
What?
Yes. So the company I worked for, the guys that I worked with, they loved whenever I baked for them. And they're like, oh my God, I'd love a cheesecake. And I found a recipe for like a strawberry cheesecake. And it had like actual strawberries in it. So I made my first cheesecake. It was a strawberry cheesecake from scratch without ever having tasted a cheesecake, which is really weird because typically as a baker, you want to taste as you go along, if you can. Some things obviously you can't.
She's like, I'm allergic to cheesecake.
So it was really weird, but it smelled so delicious. And then I don't know why, but eventually I tried cheesecake and I was like, what the hell have I been missing out on all my life?
How? That is crazy to me. It's been so long.
It's a little bit nuts. Because we're basically just helping. It's already a little bit soft, so we're just going to soften it a little bit more. We're adding in our sugar.
Right now?
Mm-hmm. Slowly add the sugar in.
And what is this sugar?
This is pure cane sugar. It's organic pure cane sugar. So it's not white. It's not the bleached sugar that's...
Yeah.
So Christy was like, oh my God, what's wrong with your sugar? Did you think it was brown sugar?
I didn't know what it was. I was like, is this that stuff? What is that stuff?
Stevia.
That Chuck doesn't like.
Because I drink stevia in my coffee. Have for like 12 years now.
I was like, Melissa, I want the real stuff. All right, so and then we just kind of let this all...
Yeah, we're going to occasionally turn it off and scrape down some stuff.
Okay. And then
lift up and then just pull stuff down so it stays in there.
And mixes all nice together. Mm-hmm. I'll just eat it just like this. I mean, who doesn't love cream cheese and sugar? All right. And then
lock it back down. So probably about a 2 will work. And then we're also going to add in our vanilla. I use butter vanilla. So I'm going to go with 1.5 teaspoons because that's what I like. So butter vanilla, my mother-in-law taught me, is just excellent vanilla. And this one is from a cake line. So she used to make cakes professionally. And she made fabulous cakes.
It's like a thick,
I use this in everything.
Oh, I bet. Everything baking.
Everything baking. It goes in my French toast.
Now I really have to come over here and have some French toast.
For breakfast.
Yeah.
She's like, what time is breakfast?
Yeah, with some of this in the French toast. Yes, please. Oh, that really added a nice smell.
It's something about butter vanilla. I don't really, I've tried other butter vanillas, like over-the-counter ones that you can find, but something about this specific one that's a professional strength flavor.
Oh,
it's so good.
That just really changed the aroma coming out of this. That is,
I don't know what it is.
All right, now what is the...
So next we're going to add in sour cream.
Okay. Should I leave this running? Or?
You can.
Okay. Oh, got a little on the machine there.
It's all right. It's used to it. Do you need a smaller one of those?
Yeah, that might be.
I'm looking at that going, I gave you the big one. I probably should pull the small one.
There you go. I'll scrape this guy off.
So the question is, will Glenn try this?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. So her husband and my husband are not huge fans of sweets. They do eat sweets, but like they don't live for sweets the way we do. We don't know if it's a ginger Libra thing or what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, we're both gingers and our birthday is 2 days apart in September.
Yeah. So our friendship was like cemented.
Yes, yes.
Now,
that gave it a nice consistency.
Most of these recipes are going to tell you add 1 egg at a time. So if we can slowly add this egg 1 egg at a time, that's fine. If you end up with more than 1 egg in there, I'm not going to.
You're like, great, the cheesecake's ruined.
Look, I put all 3 eggs in one. That's me. That's on me. That's on me. Like, I can't blame that on you when I put them all together. I mean, I could try to. It just wouldn't be a very successful blame.
All right. Well,
you throwing?
I know. I'm getting it all over my hands, all over the machine. I'm a seasoned baker, if you can't tell.
It's all good. Everybody has to start somewhere.
All right.
That's the thing with cooking. Everyone has to start somewhere. Like my mother-in-law and my grandmothers, or my granny at least, could cook without recipes at all. I still have to have my recipes written down because my little brain doesn't think the way that it used to. I just pour slow.
Some people that go in the kitchen and they're just like, oh, let me whip something.
Good job. Look at you. She's seasoned. She's making it up now.
I'm like a pro cheesecaker.
She's pro. All pro. All pro here.
But it's like the people that are just go in the cabinet and they're like, oh, we're going to have this for dinner. Like
Chuck can do that. Oh my God. Every single time, like, I'm like, I don't know what I want. Chuck will be like, pull stuff out. We were at a friend's house once and I'm not even kidding you. Like, I think they had eggs in the fridge and they had some type of cheese and they had pepperonis and he made like some kind of omelet out of pepperonis and cheese and eggs. And I was like, I'm not so sure about that.
It's like, wow.
Really good.
You're like,
it's really good.
You've done a good job.
So I don't question it anymore when he tells me he can make something out of it. So he could probably do a good job like on Cutthroat Kitchen or on Chopped. Like,
I love Cutthroat Kitchen.
That's going to be his skill set.
Mm-hmm. Glenn doesn't have a skill set. When he's getting into on the stove, I'm like, are you okay? if it's more than a pizza, I'm like, what's going on?
All right, so we look good and creamy. I would scrape the sides one more time and then give it a little bit more
of a mix.
A little more of a mix, and I think we're ready to pour.
So is there anything else? You don't add any flour or anything in?
Cheesecake
really?
Doesn't have to have flour.
You don't add anything else into this? This is as simple as a cheesecake is?
For this one, yes.
Okay.
So other ones, not so much. It depends on the type of cheesecake. So there are many types of cheesecakes. There's New York style cheesecakes. There's Japanese cheesecakes. So different cheesecakes have different textures and require different. But this one is just a cheesecake that's very simple.
Okay.
The whole purpose of this cheesecake is just to be a middle layer for our cake.
So the main thing is the carrot cake, and this just kind of...
Yes. So other cheesecakes too, like you would make a water bath. So now you're going, what's a water bath?
Yeah.
So what you would do is you wrap the bottom of your cheesecake pan. You're going to wrap that in aluminum foil really well. And then you'll put it in a container that will fit that with that in it and have water around it. And the water helps to keep the cheesecake cooking at an even level. So the cheesecake cooks more evenly.
But with this one, you don't need to do that.
No, because this one's not going to be in there that long.
Now, does this need to go a little faster, or is that good?
Nope, that's good. This is literally going to cook for 40 minutes. How's your taste test?
Oh.
It's terrible, huh?
That's delicious.
She said, oh, it must be terrible.
It almost has like a puddingy texture to it.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how this, because we didn't put any baking powder
No.
or anything in it, so.
No.
All All right. All right, so how long do you think? Is this?
I think it's good. So we have already sprayed our pan.
This is a really nice creamy consistency.
Do you want to lick the beater, Christy?
I mean, don't we need to use the beater for something else?
Not right now. We got to wash it before we use it again. There's no judgment. Oh.
That is pure cheesecake.
Kimchi Rednecks is a no judgment zone.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
All right, I am going to pour your cheesecake batter.
That tastes exactly like cheesecake.
That's good, since we want it to taste like cheesecake.
Holy moly, that's good.
Christy's like, forget the rest of the cake. I just want the cheesecake now.
Yeah, it's actually not me learning how to make this. It's just me eating the stuff off of the...
What she's really disappointed is that she can't eat this until tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so we're putting this in the oven. It's going to be about 40 minutes, and then we're going to get started on our carrot cakes. So now we are going to start carrot cake.
Yes.
All right, so for carrot cake, we're going to start with our 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Dump that in there.
Do I just...
Just going to put it in, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
If it makes life easier, Christy, we can take the paddle off until you've got everything in.
Okay, so this might be the hardest part, but it's not.
It could be the hardest part. We went ahead and did the Chuck method of separating stuff out ahead of time. All right, so then you're going to put your brown sugar, your sugar. So it's 1 cup of regular sugar, 1 cup of light brown sugar.
Lots of sugar.
Then we've got 1/2 teaspoon of 1.5 teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of baking powder.
So all of these dry ingredients go in. Okay.
1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. And we're going to put all that in and mix that together. And we're just throwing it all in the KitchenAid to mix for right now. Our oven is back on at 350.
Ooh. Oh, you can really smell that nutmeg cinnamon mixture in this. This makes life so easy.
Oh, dude, I live with this thing.
All right, do you think it's good enough?
All right, so now that that is mixed in, you are going to turn that off and gently pour in. You can do it with it still on if you choose.
Maybe I'll do a little with it off and then...
Yeah, mix it a little bit. So that is 1.5 cups of canola oil.
Or at least that's what we're saying it is.
It's canola oil. It's baking oil. Canola oil, rapeseed oil.
It's a couple different oils mixed together.
Oil.
So
it's oil. The important part is it's oil.
We are going to show this video whether this turns out great or not.
Christy's going to eat this regardless of how it tastes, is what we've decided.
I mean, it's a bunch of sugar and stuff. It can't be that bad.
All right, Christy, do you think you can get 1 egg in at a time out of that?
I'm going to try.
All right.
So
just go slow.
Woo!
That's 4 eggs, by the way.
Professional over here.
Look at her.
I don't even bake, ever. So, you know.
Oh, your husband's going to be so impressed.
Yes, he is.
He's not going to believe that you made it, is he?
No. But he will eat some of this.
I don't know. Probably tell you it tastes like crap because he thinks you made it.
Yeah, we came over to her house, and he thought because I brought the ingredients for the potatoes, but Melissa made them.
Yeah, I don't really know why I made them.
I wasn't complaining. I didn't do anything.
She was sitting there. I was in the kitchen, so I just started making them.
I was like, dang, I really lucked out.
She was like, this is the best meal ever. I don't have to peel them or do anything else.
But my husband comes over, didn't see who made them. She made them, and he's like, ugh, these potatoes are disgusting. And I was like, oh, that sucks because I didn't make them. And he was like...
I knew he was giving her grief, and I was like, oh, I'm really sorry to hear that.
Dang.
I made the potatoes.
I think that's why he got a second helping, just because he was like, oh, no.
So I think he felt really bad, and my husband's like, rookie move, man. If you don't know, you go, huh, babe, what did you make tonight? And you wait to find out what the wife made before you give her crap about what she made.
Exactly. All right, what do you think this is good now? Or
yeah, then we're going to add in the tablespoon of vanilla extract.
Where we got that? Oh, the butter. The butter vanilla. You said a tablespoon?
Yeah.
I wish y'all could smell this because it smells so good. Now I'm really coming over to your house for
everything.
Oh, yeah.
And I have our walnuts here because we're not doing pecans, we're doing walnuts. Did you put more in there?
No. I'm following the recipe to a T.
All right, well, this is where we don't follow the recipe. Watching you.
You know. What is that? Oh, pineapple. That's right. I'm like, pineapple with a carrot cake.
Yeah, so
Ooh, an upside down cake.
is that next?
I don't know. I think the Bailey's cheesecake is next.
You're gonna make me give them away all of my secrets?
You know? If it's good, it's good. I got a gallery of pictures that she showed me, so
I did show her a gallery.
I was like, you're really holding out, taking me out to eat. This is ridiculous.
Hey, we invited you over and we gave you good food.
They did.
I taught you about corn pudding.
Yes, yes.
All right, so now you're going to want to add in, we're using a little bit more than 3 cups of carrots. This is probably closer to 4.
That smells good.
So go ahead and add those in. And then I need 1 cup of this.
Pineapple. Is it a strong pineapple flavor in this, or?
It adds to the moisture in the cake, so it'll help it stay moist, but it's not overwhelming.
Oh, this smells so yummy. And Melissa has this amazing carrot grater. And I was like, I need that because
She was like, I just usually do this. And I'm like, oh no, we
Yeah.
don't do that in this house. We grate all our cheese. We grate everything. They've seen it.
yeah, I was gonna take on the terrible job of grating, but you made my life so much easier. And I am making a huge mess, but that's okay because she's cleaning the kitchen.
I am.
All right. Oh, that looks good. Are you snacking?
Would you like one?
What is that?
I
Is
like
that
walnuts.
Oh, walnut.
Yeah. All right.
Well, that's what's good in this because I think it probably gives it that extra texture.
It does.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and scrapey this a little so the carrots can kind of go everywhere. This is very carroty, but it smells so good.
So we went with extra carrot because carrot.
we're trying to be healthy.
As gingers, we can choose to add extra carrot because, you know, it's carrot and, you know, gingers and
Yeah.
carrot tops. We get called that a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
So we get to make those choices.
We are friends with the carrots.
Carrots, and we are definitely carrot friends.
This is a healthy cake, you know.
We are not friends with my kitchen, though. My kitchen is a hot mess.
Chuck's gonna get home and be like, "What?"
Chuck's gonna get home and be like,
blew
"Where's
off."
my dinner?" Like, oh, babe, sorry.
Be like, "Well,
What had happened
Mr.
was-
Chicken." Okay.
Mr. Chicken is our friend. All right, so if that's actually good, you
Okay.
can actually pull that up because we're gonna mix some nuts in without everything. So we'll take that off.
Okay. I did scrape. Okay. How did you say this comes off? You just okay.
Do you need to lick this one?
I was like, I just want to go ahead and give that a taste. I have
Go
to.
for it.
I have to. You know. I have to let the people know how it tastes.
Well, I mean, they should. Now, it is up to you. Do you want to add raisins? Do you want to add raisins?
I don't know. They're gonna be like, "Who's that girl on your channel that's just always licking
She
the?"
eats everything.
This is so good.
All right, that's good. So we can add raisins. That is a question you have to ask yourself. So traditionally, carrot cake can have nuts in it. It can have pecans. It can have walnuts. It can have raisins. So the question is, do you want raisins in it?
Oh, great! This is.
How do you feel about raisins?
I like raisins.
Do you love raisins?
I don't love raisins. I don't hate them though.
But if you don't love them, you shouldn't put them in.
Okay. We'll skip out on the raisins this time.
That's how I feel like when you decide that. Like, do you love them? If you love them, we put them in. If you are just, they're raisins and they're okay.
Have you had it with raisins?
I've had it with and I've had it without.
What do you prefer?
I like it both ways.
Let's throw a couple raisins in here.
So to be fair, I would rather have raisins in my rice pudding than in my carrot cake.
Okay, then let's not put any raisins.
She's like, shit, we're making rice pudding next.
We don't know what we're
That's
doing
on a
over
list
here.
too, yeah. We have a list, man. We have a list.
Okay, and you've sprayed those. Okay.
I sprayed those. We are ready.
All right, just getting all the bottom stuff. Oop.
All right, do you want to
Perfect.
pour?
Sure.
Or do you want me to pour?
You pour because you know how much goes in it. Ah!
You're basically just wanting it as close to half and half as you can get.
Okay.
That is the game plan. So I pour a little bit there.
This is really, really, really yummy.
I pour a little bit here and a little more here.
Hey, whatever works.
And then we put whatever's left in here goes in here.
Here, I'll take this from you since it's...
Okay. All right, so guys, this is going in the oven at 350 for 30 to 35 minutes.
You know, I really thought that this was going to be super complex. I was like, oh man, we're going to be doing some stuff. But it's actually not as complex as I thought. So
I have demystified carrot cake cheesecake for you. This
yeah.
is a good plan. All right, so we will be back. We're going to go put these in the oven. And we'll be back in just a few minutes because we're going to put our cream cheese frosting together before Christy has to leave.
I got to take care of the dogs. They would be angry if they didn't get to eat their dinner.
We'll throw up a picture of the dogs right here. I mean, Tucker and Milo, they're the cutest. All right, it is time to make the frosting. And we have decided since Christy does have to leave early, we're going to have Chuck step in. I'm not sure he fits the ginger category, so you guys are going to have to be a little forgiving. So Christy has requested that he step in and be her counterpart for putting the cheesecake and the carrot cake together.
Yes, and Melissa's going to walk him through the process.
We're going to see how that goes.
Poor Chuck.
I'm not real confident. But in the meantime, we're going to make the frosting so he doesn't have to do that part.
Yes. All right.
He's still going to wonder where his dinner is.
Mr. Chicken.
All right, so now we are going to put our butter and cream. You want to put your butter and cream cheese in first.
Okay. Is that on there? Little carrots for Burley.
I'm over here going, I don't think we want that in.
I decided that I didn't want to struggle with the cream cheese in front of people, so I opened it.
She's probably going to struggle with the
there's
the butter.
That would be, oh gosh, yeah, you're right. There will be some type of struggle here. There always is.
Life is struggle.
Mm-hmm. At least this is nice and soft, though.
Sorry, apparently I forgot that I needed that. Butter.
All right, butter, cream cheese and butter.
This is really exciting. You guys are loving this, aren't you?
I'm loving it.
Christy says she's going to love it even more tomorrow.
Oh, yes. When we get to taste it.
That's probably the best part always. Suki said she'd love it if we would just let her have some cheesecake.
Yeah. Well, I got to taste the cheesecake when it was raw and the carrot cake. So it tasted pretty darn good.
So you're happy with how she's happy with the taste so far.
I'm happy with what's going on.
As she makes more of a mess in my kitchen.
Jeez.
You know, Chuck doesn't even make that much of a mess.
I just love this thing.
You're going to be like, I'm coming over to bake.
Yeah, this is fabulous. Do they have like a whipped cream thing that you can do? Or
It's over there.
Nice. Like forever I'd be making my own stuff for cakes. Faster or is this good?
That's good right now.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and add, so it calls for 1.5, but we're putting 2 teaspoons of that.
Yeah, we are.
Because Christy loves it.
You got this on Amazon?
Yeah.
Oh,
and I'll look and see if I can find a link.
Yeah.
Because she's like, I need a link for that too.
Oh, this stuff is amazing. Well,
All right.
Oh, that just adds so much yum.
So now,
slower
turn
down.
it off.
Or turn her.
Lift up your top. Not that top. That's inappropriate. We're not a family-friendly channel. We're a channel.
Yeah.
We don't consider ourselves family-friendly, but we don't go there, Christy.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry about that, Christy. Christy's like, oh my gosh, inappropriateness.
Child ears here. Okay.
All right, so we're going to add this slowly.
Okay. And then down.
I don't need my entire kitchen covered in powdered sugar. I got too many dogs to worry about that.
Then Chuck's never getting dinner.
Yeah, Chuck will really be mad then. I'm like, where's my dinner?
I have to clean for the rest of the night. All right.
Christy made a mess.
Oh, I didn't even have that locked, I don't think.
It doesn't have to be locked. All right.
This is really, really simple for a frosting.
Cream cheese frosting is usually, actually most frostings are very simple.
Which we were able to get that here, finally, because it's been out for a minute.
Whipping cream is hard to come by. But when you get it, you get it.
You get it. She got it.
I got it. I keep it on stock. All right, so we are going to start with 1 tablespoon and see if we need more.
You don't want it to get too thin. You just want it to be...
And now you can actually bump the mixer up just a little bit.
A little higher?
That's good there, actually.
Okay.
We'll check out our consistency.
Here, I'll go ahead and scrape the sides.
Pretty good.
Yeah, this does look good. Mm-hmm. Oh, darn, I got some on my fingers. Yum.
It's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, that tastes awful.
You're so sad you got that on your fingers.
I've tasted all 3 parts of this in separate.
And so far you're good?
Mm-hmm. And now I'm ready to...
You're approving?
Mm-hmm. All right, so now what's the...
You can turn that off. And now we're going to unlock it. We'll scrape down the paddle, and I'll let you lick that if you like.
Yay.
She's just here to lick the beaters, aren't you?
Yep. I like that person that when you're growing up, you had those like cake mixes that were the box mixes, and you just couldn't wait to lick off the spoon. That's me here.
I really can't blame you. That was like my whole purpose in life.
Melissa's doing dishes, and I'm just over here like licking out the bowl. Oh,
There you
yeah.
go.
Thank you.
Oh, darn, I got some on my pan. So you're going to position the cheesecake on top of the carrot cake for me.
So I'm supposed to get this on top of that somehow.
Right, because you're a guy, so you should be able to do that relatively easy because you're a guy, right?
Are there any rules on how I have to do this? Does it have to be a certain way when it's done?
It needs to be in one piece.
That's it? Okay.
The carrot cake is the bottom. Okay, all right. Applause.
Is that satisfactory?
That is more than satisfactory.
All right. Congratulations. I have not screwed up her cake.
So, now I'm going to take the top of the cake and place it on top of the cheesecake. And as you can see, we now have a 3-layer cake. Would you like me to twirl it? I mean, it's a little uneven right now, but meh. I don't think any of us care about it being even, do we?
Not particularly.
Okay. So, I'm going to crumb coat it.
It's all going to be the same size when it comes out.
Count on Chuck for those good laughs there.
It's all equal in the great porcelain afterlife.
Wow. Thanks for sharing that, babe. I am not by any way, shape, or form a cake decorator. There are people who do that much better than me. I make an amazing cake. I make a fabulous cheesecake. Decorating is not my skill. So I did put the cream cheese in the fridge for a little bit so that it would stiffen up a bit. It's not the prettiest decorating job, but it's decorated and it's done.
All right, give us a little spin.
All right, it is the next day. I unfortunately didn't get to ice frost or put this together because I had to go let my dogs out. But
We had to feed the boys.
I had to feed the boys, and Melissa is behind manning the camera
That's right.
as we go. So this is the big reveal, though. I hope Chuck really stepped in, and
He did an excellent job putting the cheesecake onto the carrot cake. So
I wish I'm excited to watch that back. All right, here we go. Big reveal. Ta-da!
So we added a little bit of walnut to the top. It's like I said yesterday, I can make delicious cake. It's somewhat pretty. It's not ugly.
Yeah, she did a great job. I was expecting just like a straight frost, but you like whipped it, and yeah. So really the part we want to see is getting into it.
Yeah.
So let us go. Oh, I'm a little nervous,
Should we get a little closer for that, Christy?
Yeah. This is huge, by the way. This is my hand.
I make big cakes and I cannot lie.
All right, so this is my piece right here.
Sure.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Yeah, we'll put that on the side. Probably will help stability-wise.
Maybe let me try cutting all the way through it again. Man, this thing is heavy.
Yeah, I recommend laying it down.
Oh, Mary and Joseph. My mouth is like instantly watering.
Put my...
This is a huge. This is like a half-pound piece of cheesecake, carrot cake. All right, so what do you get both in there or?
Oh, get whatever you want in there.
Yeah. Man. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
So just the carrot cake by itself.
Oh, I like that crunch from the. Was it walnuts?
I like how moist it is.
Oh my gosh.
Cheesecake layer.
And the frosting on there. Like you would expect to go out and buy this at like a really nice restaurant.
How much would you pay for a slice of this?
I would say probably, I mean, a slice this big is probably like $20, but like maybe a normal slice would probably be, I would say $12. The crunch that the walnuts add is really nice. I think even raisins wouldn't have been bad in it.
Some people put raisins in carrot cake.
Yeah, you never know. Whatever works for you.
It's a preference. Some people put coconut in. Sookie Dog, what do you think should go in?
She said, I just think whatever you have in there should go in my mouth. With having no, like, baking ingredients in this cheesecake, it's really good. I was like, that's it? There's nothing other?
Sookie Dog was like, right? I mean, this is terrible. I don't know why anybody would want to eat this.
No, never.
Didn't I tell you cheesecake was my specialty?
Yeah. Yeah, this is so good. And I mean, this is better than cakes that I've had in a restaurant before, so. It's just so good. Everything about it is so good. Like, the frosting is just, like, that's like pure. What? She's like, this is not okay.
You in the food room. The final test, because he did step in for you, is we'll have a clip with Chuck so he can have a piece. I mean, it seems only fair since he did actually assemble part of it.
Yeah, we have to see what Chuck, thinks.
Yeah.
But that was delicious. Very good.
And now we're going to cut some to send to Christy and Glenn's house because we won't be needing all this in our house.
All right, well.
Great. So we'll be back with Chuck. Maybe Sookie will be better behaved.
Bye. For me, for now.
So, it is cheesecake night. Carrot cake cheesecake night. Chuck has had a nice fancy dinner made for him. And now he has his piece of cheesecake.
Apparently, I've been told it's required that I taste the cheesecake due to my cheesecake flipping skills.
Well, you were part of the videos. Even though you're not a redhead, we're gonna let you. And
I didn't ask to be.
No, you were supposed to rate Christy's and my. Well, it's Christy's first carrot cake cheesecake. My second or third. How did we do? Minnie Moo would like to know.
I'm not a huge fan of carrot cake, but not bad. It's soft. It's got a good flavor to it.
Minnie Moo says, you can pass that carrot cake over to her. Look at her.
The cheesecake portion of it is very cheesecakey.
Is that a good thing? Seeing as it's supposed to be cheesecakey? So all in all, you would say a carrot cakey cheesecakey? Carrot cheesecakey?
Yep.
Do you approve?
Yep, it's definitely a pretty good effort.
Only a pretty good effort? Dang. I had to fish for them damn compliments when I can, man.
Carrot cake always tastes weird to me for some reason.
Oh, I love carrot. But that's with carrot cake with Korean carrots. It was pretty damn good. Yeah, that's Korean carrots.
I think it's the nuts that throw me off. I'm not used to having nuts in it.
Okay.
But still pretty good.
Sorry, I put my nuts in it.
Oh well. But, so for everybody else, carrot cheesecake, it's good.
Jeez. Whew. Oh, those compliments. Yeah.
So,
I don't know if I can handle that much. Maybe I should have let Minion do the closing.
so I'm going to finish my dessert for the night. Like, subscribe, do the internet things. We will see y'all next time.